I guess first question is who are we speaking to today?
My name is Gregory King. I'm from Santee, South Carolina. I currently work at Family Health Center in Orangeburg. Lived in Santee all my life. 51 years old, wife, kids, Cynthia, girls, Amani and Ariel King.
And well, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about my poetry book, Timeless Treasures. 20 years in the making. Been working on this. I compiled that and over a number of years, and just thought it was time for me to publish a book like this. And these times, it's uncertainty times now, and a lot going on. A lot of discouragement in the environment and in the culture now. So I just thought to write something to encourage people and inspire people.
And what do you expect the reader to think about when they read your book?
Something to uplift and encourage them, or cause them to see life in a different perspective, see what they're going through in a different perspective, be encouraged, and know that they're not alone in their journey. No matter what situation or life they're in, they can look to these poems and be inspired and be encouraged throughout life.
And I guess going back, what got you into poetry in the first place?
I have no idea. It was something that when I gave my life to the Lord, I didn't know what I could do. Didn't really have any talents. Had asthma and still have asthma all my life, and I really wasn't an athletic person or anything like that. So got into church and just picked up the pen and just started writing one day, and I was like, man, I got a talent for this kind of thing. And so I started writing poetry, and it just blossomed from there.
Is there any specific works of poetry or any specific poets that kind of move you when you read their work?
Maya Angelou, of course, she's written a lot of inspirational things. One poet back in the day, when I was in high school, Edgar Allan Poe, wrote a lot of poems which a lot of kids back in the day they drew from and were inspired by. But those kind of are the main ones that kind of inspired me.
And do some of your coworkers or other councilmen, do they read some of your work as well, or do they kind of like?
They have read snippets of it, not the whole thing. Here and there, I've let some read it, and they were quite enlightened by it and happy, for me about it.
And well, I guess just say what is kind of the theme of a lot of these poems that would be in the book?
A Christian-based theme underlain on that. Biblical scripture background. I say scripture without saying the scripture or quoting scripture. Just kind of encouragement based on that.
And what was the motivation behind having a lot of these poems be kind of Christian based?
My experience and my love for God, my love for Christ, it inspired me. Things that I went through in life, things I've seen other people go through in life, has inspired me to write, and just wanted to be a blessing to someone. I love helping people, and I just wanted to an opportunity or a way or an avenue to encourage people.
And I guess, well, first things first, how can the readers find this book?
You can find the book on Amazon.com and Barnes & Noble, currently on those two websites. On Amazon, you probably have to put in the title of the poem, Timeless Treasures by Gregory King. And Barnes & Noble, you should be able to put in the title as well, Timeless Treasures.
And what was it like putting this book together? Like, were there any hardships? Were there any bumps in the road?
It's the best experience I had. Really, a friend of mine I knew told me about the company because his wife's cousin published a book recently, and I called them, and they returned my call like 5 minutes later. And it was a beautiful experience, best experience I've had. They were very prompt on what they expected of me. Gave me an outline of what I needed to present to them and give to them, and they've been a blessing throughout the whole process. They edited the book. gave me some challenges along the way to say, hey, think about doing this and think about doing that. And it was just a wonderful experience all the way around.
Were there any moments of writer's block while